Yeah, I've been watching videos all day today about Kobe Bryant. And as I sat here and I started thinking about the times that I didn't like him. I never hated the guy. There were times I just didn't like him. And the reason behind that was because he had the sexual assault case back in 2003. And the mindset that I was having at the time was, here's a guy who's an athlete, makes a lot of money, a big-time NBA star. And I thought, he bought his way out of a criminal conviction, bought his way out of having a criminal record to start with. Because he settled out of court. He was afforded that option, and I think, and it's not just people who are big-time moneymakers who are afforded that opportunity. I mean, everybody's given that opportunity, but not everybody can do it. But as the years went on, after that, I started to cease my dislike of Kobe and started liking him a little bit better as a person. Because the kind of person that I am is I believe in people, giving second chances. That was my only grips, whatever the word is, that I had with him. I didn't have an issue with him as a basketball player. I didn't have an issue with him as a human being. It was just that sexual assault case that he had, about the only time I had a disdain for him. But like I said, as the years went on, that started to cease, it started to waver. And it's like, all of that I had forgotten about. Until I made my video the other day, and then I started thinking about it and think, life is too short. And the whole grips with anybody, the truth of the matter is, tomorrow is never promised. Tomorrow may never come. So I think it's important that when you look at life, you got to let go of whatever hardships that you have with somebody. So as far as I'm concerned, Kobe Bryant was a decent human being. He reached out. I've seen stories all day long about him, how he's reached out to people who were in trouble. Lamar Odom was one of them. I've heard that Jimmy Fallon wanted to stop at a place, to get beer, I think it was. And I think the place would say, no, we can't sell it. Yeah, we know what you want, but, we can't sell it. Then Kobe Bryant sticks this ID up against the window and said, I'm a Los Angeles Laker. And with that, they let in, they bought about 5 cases of beer, then went and had a party. At least that's what I think it's what they did. But I look at all the accomplishments of what he's done as a Laker. 5 NBA championships, 18-time All-Star, a two-time NBA Finals MVP. He even won an Oscar, which is something I did not know until Sunday. I'm like, wait a minute, Kobe Bryant won an Oscar? He's not even an actor. The Dallas Mavericks said on Sunday, at least I think it was Sunday night, where they said nobody will ever wear the number 24 again in the Dallas Mavericks uniform. And I think it was Nick Wright who said it on First Things First. At least I think it was him. Or wait a minute. No, it wasn't on First Things First. It wasn't Nick Wright. Somebody on Undisputed said that he would not. He would hope that the NBA would all across the board retire the number 24 and number 8. Which is what the Dallas Mavericks had already said they were going to do. Major League Baseball did that for Jackie Robinson. All teams retired that number 42. And as far as my opinion goes, should they do this for Kobe Bryant? I have no beats about it. I think the NBA could be, the first sport to retire jerseys for multiple players. Obviously, I'd like to see number 23 retired because of Michael Jordan. And then number either 8 or 24 for Kobe Bryant. I think, but that's what I would like to see. But it's not something I'm going to hold my breath on. But, I do agree that Kobe Bryant, at least, should have his number retired all across the board. I don't see anything wrong with a sport doing that. I'm not sure it would be fitting for the NFL if that were to happen. Who would be worthy enough to have his number retire all across the board? Emmitt Smith at number 22 of the Dallas Cowboys, I think, is a perfect candidate for that. There's Joe Montana with the number 16. There's number 80 with Jerry Rice. But he's the only one who had a lot of success with that number. Steve Largent did as well during his time with the Seattle Seahawks. And I don't know if he played for any other team. And then there's hockey. The one number that comes to mind, I would think the fitting that would be retired all across the board would be number 99 for Wayne Gretzky. And these are just my biased opinions. In baseball, I would like to see the number 8 retired for Cal Ripken Jr. So, I don't have an issue with the NBA saying, you know what, let's retire his number, referring to Kobe, all across the board. I find it heartwarming that over these last couple of days, teams have been starting off their games in the NBA with taking either 24-second shot clock violations or 8-second backcourt violations. In solidarity of paying tribute to Kobe Bryant, I'm not sure if this is something you'll ever see again. You hope to never see it again. But there's one thing I want to address before I end this video. And this is my anger towards those who keep posting on videos, especially ones that are going live, saying, he's not dead, he faked it, he just tweeted. As much as people want to not believe that he was killed, I get that. But the reality of it is, he passed away. Unfortunately. I saw a comment on Twitter earlier this evening that was a response to the last tweet that Kobe ever wrote when he was congratulating LeBron James for, passing him for third place on the all-time NBA scoring list. And in that thread, there was a poster or tweeter made a post in reply to that with the graphic from a video game called GTA. Now, what version, I don't know. But in the post, it showed a helicopter scene where you got Kobe Bryant sitting in the passenger seat and showing that helicopter crashing, and said this was live footage of his crash. That got my blood boiling. It is the most tasteless thing I have ever seen. You make it a mockery of how Kobe Bryant died. I get it. You're going to have trolls. Everybody has trolls. But, it's just sickening when people want to take someone's death and try to post something funny to draw attention to themselves. I did reply. I said it's the most tasteless post I've ever seen. Or a tweet, I think it was the word I used. But it doesn't matter. But rest assured, I will not follow that person. And if that person were ever to follow me on Twitter, block it immediately. Because this is not something that should be made funny about. It's just not. So, but, and it's not just Kobe Bryant, where you got people making these tasteless remarks and posts and tweets. I think it goes along with every celebrity, whether they're movie actors, singers, or sports athletes, whatever the case may be, all across the public figure spectrum, you're going to have people who are going to make tasteless posts, remarks, whatever. And even a normal, average citizen could have, their trolls. Say, oh, I knew this person, I used to live across the town from this guy. He was a bad dude, whatever. Just hypothetically. But my thing is this. Life is too short. death is not something that should be it should not be made of a circus about. And that's basically what the tweet that I saw did. It was trying to, it did it for rehash. I'm sorry I replied to the person, but his post just got under my skin and thinking, this is wrong. So, people don't take life for granted. Don't wait until it's too late to reach out to someone. I can tell you, there's people that I've reached out who haven't responded back to me, that I've had, personal grips with in the past. But they've not reached back out to me. But that's starting to realize, well, at least I did my part. If people want to continue to hold ill will or animosity towards me, that's their prerogative. I can't sit and moan and groan that, oh, so-and-so isn't trying to make peace with me. I did my part. Now it's up to them if they want to accept my peace offering or sympathy. I'll give you an example. There was a lady that I know who accused me of doing some things that I would never think about doing. When I found out she was battling cancer, I put our differences aside and I sent her an email and I said, hey, I hope, I heard that you're dealing with this and I hope you beat this terrible disease. Part of me was hoping to get a response back. It was just a simple thank you, but I never got it, and I never really expected, but it doesn't mean I couldn't hope for it. Because had I got a response, that would have told me that, the differences in the past is in the past. This is a new chapter. Time to make amends. Life is too short. It is too short. So I'm going to say this. When you lay down and go to bed, before you lay your head down, turn to your significant other, or go tell your children, or whoever you have might be living with you, whether it's a friend, relative, whatever. Give them a hug. Tell them you love them. Because people, you never know when your day of demise is coming. And then you could be living in with regret that, oh man, I wish I could have made up with so-and-so. But in my case, I did reach out. I swallowed my pride, sent an email, one being, apologetic, and then, at the same time showing sympathy, because she was battling a disease that I would never wish on anybody. Let alone the majority of the people who I'm related to that have died from cancer was on my dad's side. The only one on my mom's side that I know for sure would be my mom's dad. So, I've been on this earth 40 plus years. And, it's always a gold mine where you want to leave this world a better place. When that time comes, you want to leave this world knowing that you got all your affairs in order. Now I know it doesn't always work that way, but that doesn't mean you can't try. So, yeah, some people say, hey, life goes on. Yeah, it does. But that itself doesn't take away the pain of you reaching out to somebody and they didn't reach back. That hurts. There's been people who've done me wrong, and I've told them that I forgive them. Yeah, it's like, hey, we only got one life. One. And I think it's time that we make the best of it. Because the person that you want to make amends with could be here today and gone tomorrow. Or the situation is reversed. I'm here today and gone tomorrow, and that they never took an opportunity to reach out to me, but it's not about me. To me, it is about wanting to leave this world in a better place. Knowing that you got all your affairs in order. Because I think it would be a mistake if we took everything and anything for granted. I've been sleeping on the couch since about the first week of November. And I knew that when I lay down here in an hour or so, there's no guarantee that I'm going to wake up on the other side. Your life could be taken in an instant, just like that. That's not something I think about. But it's something that I know that I shouldn't think about. Like, oh, I'll wake up tomorrow will be a better day. That's not how life works. So do that, people. Tell your loved ones you love them. Ones that you don't get on with. Or friends, or an associate, or maybe a co-worker, or somebody who you've had grips with on the internet. Because we always deal with trolls. I've dealt with them. I've dealt with them on Facebook. I've dealt with them in chat rooms. I don't know if I can say I've dealt with trolls on Twitter. I'm not a frequent user of Twitter, but I do use it occasionally. And most of the posts I make are wrestling related. But that's it. I don't politicize anything I say. I don't make my posts about religion or anything like that. I think posts and videos that I make like this are merely, giving my thoughts or expressing my opinions about things that I want to talk about. So with that, I'm going to end this video here on this Tuesday, January 28th, 2020. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.